Okay, so let's start. Uh, I'm sharing the screen, guys. Please let me know if you're able to see the screen, and I expect that everyone is very active with this so that we can all do it collaboratively. Collaboratively. Sorry. Yep. So, is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
Great, great, great. Okay, so we'll be starting with question number 11. Okay, today we'll start. Okay, draw and question. Yes, question 11. Okay, before that, I know that some of you had the query related to the question that was, what was the question number? Let me check it. Yes. So this was the question where you people were asking. I want to discuss this question once again to you all so that you are better understanding how why we did 20 factorial and then we divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So I just want to highlight it once again so that if you are not able to get it, you may get it now. So the question is given that if I can copy it, it will be great. Text. Yes. Okay. Oh, great. So we have a question here that it is told to us that given 20 people, what is the probability that among 12 months in an year, there are 4 months in which each month contain exactly 2 birthdays and 4 months each contain exactly 3 birthdays. So what we did at first is basically point number 1 is we found out that what is the probability of selecting 4 months, okay, out of 12 months, because now till now we haven't selected any month, so we have the freedom of selecting any of the months. So what was the total number of count? It was 12c4, right? Then point number b, I can say this is a point number a, this is point number b. Now we need to find 4 more months, but out of remaining 8 months. Why? Because we already selected 4 months, right? So now if we want to do this, what we will do, we will select it using 8c4 months. Okay, so in this way we are able to find the number of months, okay, in with this. And the c part, now we need to calculate how the people are getting distributed. People are getting distributed, or I can say chosen. Okay, so see, every person, so if we talk from, if we start from 20%, so first person can 20, then second person 19, then 18, then 17, then dot 1 factorial, sorry, 1 basically. So what will this be evaluated to? This will be evaluated to 20 factorial. Now see why I am doing divided by 2 factorial. And also, so let's take the month for first 4 months as January, February, March and April. Okay, so in this, we told that exactly 2 birthdays. So one person can have, but like 2% can have birthday in this month, then 2% can have in February month, 2% in March month, and 2% in April month, right? So are we clear till here? Yeah. How did we? Why? What I am doing here? Am I clear till here? Uh,
Yes.
Okay, great. So now the thing is, we are okay. Let's take an example. This is person one, this is person two, three, four, five, six, and seven, eight. Okay. So for person one, we are selecting a combination of two, right? So with person one, there will be a person two that will have birthday in January. Now, when we come to person two, we are calculating person two with person one. That person two will have birthday in January. So aren't we taking two cases here? And aren't these be redundant cases? That's why for exactly two birthdays in 1 month, we are dividing by 2 factorial. Now, February also there are 2 people, and like if I tell you for the number of handshakes also, we divided by 2. Why? Because if one person is shaking the hand with second and second is again shaking it with first, it will be counted as one. So we need to eliminate the duplicate case. So here also we are eliminating the duplicate case for how many times? For 4 times. That's why we are dividing it by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Now the next 4 months, let's say May, June, July and August. So again, here there are 3 people, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All three share the same birthday. So for 1, there will be 2 and 3. For 2, there will be 1 and 3. For 3, there will be 1 and 2. So aren't we written like we are multiplying or we are adding it 3 times, right? So we are therefore we are dividing it by 3 factorial. Got it? Did you get this now? Guys,
Yes, yes,
present here, I'm not able to like. It will be great
yes, yes.
if you make it more interactive, because I'll be aware that you are guys are understanding. It's just for you to understand things. That's why I'm giving this.
Right, right. Yep.
Okay, great. So in this way, we'll multiply all these 3 cases, and what will be the final answer? So we'll multiply 12C4,
So
12C.
Yash, 20 factorial by 2. Can we write 2 to the power 4
Exactly,
factorial?
definitely. We can write
Um,
as 2 to the power
how you
4
would write
into 6 to
60?
the power 4.
6 to the power 4, 3 to the power 4.
Did you got 2 to the power 4? Because 2 factorial is basically 2. So 2
3.
into 2 into 2 into 2 is 2 to the power 4, and 3 factorial is basically 6. So that's why 6 into 6 into 6 into 6. That's why it is 6 factorial.
Okay.
Got it? So into 20 factorial upon 2 to the power 4 into 6 to the power 4. And upon how many cases? So it will be 20 to the power 12, because one person can have 12, second person can help 12, third person can help 12. So similarly for 28% it will be so. So what will be 20 to the power 12 or 12 to the power 20? Tell
20
me.
to the power 12.
Sure?
Yeah.
Or 12 to the power 20? What will be here?
20 to the power 12.
Great. Okay, so I guess we are done with this question. Actually, yesterday 2-3 people asked this question, so that's why I made it for the first question to get it completed. Let's start from the where we stopped yesterday. So we stopped on question number 10. So we will start with question number 10. Okay, all of you read the question with me. I hope you have that problem sheet with you, and I'll do, I'll just copy it and paste it here so that you guys can check it on the screen only. Okay, so this is the question. Great. So we need to solve this. So it says that a crime is committed by one of the two suspects, A or B. So we just gather the theory, we gather the points from that particular problem. So we are now sure that there are two suspects, A and B. Initially, there is equal evidence against both of them. So what I can say, probability of A being a suspect is 0.5, and probability of B being a suspect is 0.5, right? Now, it is saying in further investigation at the crime scene, it is found that guilty party had a blood type in 10% of the population. That means out of 10% population, out of 100% population, there is a 10% population in which the blood sample is found. Suspect A does matches this blood type. So if I say, if I'm defining a new probability M, that means the blood group matches. Okay, blood group matches. So what it will do? Blood group matches. So okay, basically probability of M given A. So it is directly given that suspect A does matches the blood group. That means the probability will be 1 here, because it is given that it is 100% falling into that. And for the second case, probability of matching for B. So in the question it is given, right, that a guilty party had a blood type found in 10% of the population. That means for B it will be 0.1. Correct? Correct till here?
Yes, bhai. Yeah.
Okay, great. So what we need to find the probability given this new information. What is the probability that A is the guilty part? So now here,
Yash, can you zoom it, the question a little bit?
zoom. I'll try. Just a minute.
Bas, bas. Thank you so much.
Okay. I hope now this is clear, like visible to you. Yes. Okay. ठीक है. तो we need to find probability of A being a suspect given that his blood type matches, right? So what we need to do now? कल का formula याद है? Do you remember that formula by Bayes theorem? It says
Yeah. P of
probability of A into probability of
M by
M
A.
upon probability of M,
A.
right? Right. Probability of basically total. What is the total probability? So basically probability of A, what it is? It is 0.5, and what is probability of M given A? It is 1 upon probability of total. So total is this into this plus this into this, right? So I'm writing it down directly. It is 0.5 plus 0.05, right? So tell me one thing, and I'm just about to ask you one thing. What will be the final answer of it? 0.5 upon 0.55, right? Yeah, so क्या हो गया?
So how you have find this one? The like P M of A equals to 1 and M of B equals to 0.1. Can you repeat once again?
This one. Okay, so in the question it is given that it is found that guilty part. No, sorry, it is given that suspect A does matches the blood type. That means it is for sure that A lies into that category of blood matching. And what we are finding, probability of match found if the guilty is A. So definitely it is 1 because it is already given that suspect A does matches the blood, right?
Okay.
Right. And for the next part, it says if not, since it is given unknown, whereas the blood type of B is unknown, then we go to the population and it says that
Yeah.
the guilty party had the blood type in 10% of the population. So if
Hmm.
B is a guilty party, so it will lie into 10% of the population. That's why we have written 0.1. Got it? And we just put the formula probability of A into probability of M given A upon probability of total. Probability of total is what? I'll write it here for you all. So it says probability of A into probability of M given A plus probability of B into probability of M given B. This formula is, so probability of A into probability of M given A, what it is? A into M given A is 0.5 into 1.5, and probability of 0.5 into 0.1 is 0.05. Now quickly, can you all tell me what is the answer of it? I just want to know. 0.5 upon 0.55. What is the fraction answer of it?
It's 90%.
Anita, is it 1 by 11? Or am I wrong here?
No, it comes to 0.9. Can't be 1 by 11.
10 by 11.
10 by 11, correct. It is 10 by 11. So basically, this is a very silly mistake that we do. So it is 5 times the 50, 5 times the 55. So we go get the probability as, got it. And it says, now the second part, it says, given this new information, what is the probability that B's blood type matches that found at the crime scene? So basically, we found here that 10 B, if it is a suspect, it is falling into 10%. So directly the answer of it is 0.1. Okay, got it?
Yes, right.
Right, perfect. So let's move on to the next question. Guys, are you clear with this, right? I'm assuming that you are not answering, so I can proceed further. So let's go on to the question number 11. So it says that a production company, let me copy and paste it from there. It is quite a big question. And it is very important question, guys.
So, in the previous question, you said what will be the answer of the B part?
It's 0.1.
0.1, how?
Because what you say, given this new information, what is the probability that B's blood type matches at the crime scene? And it's already given. We calculated that where it is, yeah, it is found that the guilty party had a blood type found in 10% of the population. So we are finding that it matches given it is B. So if it is B, then it will definitely lie in 10% of the population. And then we got the solution that it will be 0.1. See, this we calculated here, right? So that is the same approach.
Okay, but in the solution sheet, something else is there.
Oh, is it? Let me check.
Just check the solution sheet because it says something else.
Okay, it says here's the probability. Okay. Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it once again. Sorry if I'm wrong. I'll get it done. I'll share the final solution to you on the WhatsApp.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, let's move to the next question. Uh, this question is very large in itself only. Okay, so question says here that make it a short anyways. Yeah, the question is quite big in itself, but it is very easier when we boil down. So the question says a production process involves three machines A, B, and C, which produces 50, 30, and 20% respectively. So this is the case like we were discussing yesterday, right? So for Bayes theorem, so what it is saying that probability, yes, this probability of A, it is given as 50%. That is 0.5. Okay. Probability of B, it says how many percent is there for probability B? It says 30% and probability of C is 20%. Okay. So probability of B is 30% and probability of C is 20%. Guys, are you able to understand this? What I'm trying to make you explain, like make you understand?
Yes.
Great. So this is probability of A, B, and C that is directly given that a production process involves three machine A, B, and C which produces 50, 30, and 20% respectively out of the total output. Correct. Now, out of the items produced by machine A, 10% fail in the quality control test. So what it is given that if failure occurs and it is due to A, given that is A, that is 10%. So can I write here probability of failure given A, what it is 10%? Can I write it? Yes, we can write it. For the next cases it is 20 and 30% only. So for the next question it is probability of F given B, it is 20%, and probability of F given C is 30. Yes, please
Yeah,
understand it
30%.
because this has 5 parts, and if you miss any part then you will find trouble in other parts. So please be careful while we are solving this question. Now it is given that if they fail into the quality test, then they need to go with marginal acceptable. Let me read that. All items passing the quality control test are directly acceptable. That means who get passed into this quality test are directly acceptable. On the other hand, items failing in the quality control tests are further processed, and thus 40%, 50%, and 60% of them turn out to be marginally acceptable. So what it is written? So probability of it is marginally accepted given that failure is from A. Are you able to read it with me? Probability of marginal acceptance given that it is a failure from A. What it is given here? It is given 40%, right? So it is 0.4. Next, it is given probability of marginal acceptance given it is a failure from B. What it is given? It is given 0.5. And third case, probability of marginal acceptance provided that the failure has come from C. So it is 0.6%, right? Am I right till here?
Yeah, right.
So we have deduced this all things. One more thing that will deduce. I don't know why is it hanging right now. Fourth thing is it. So okay, let's go on to the question part now. So it's saying find the probability that a randomly chosen item from the process is found to be directly acceptable. So guys, tell me one thing: when it will be directly acceptable, when it will pass the first criteria, when it will pass the initial criteria, right? You can check this line. All items passing the quality control are directly acceptable. So if we are given that there is a failure, it is a failure from A, then what can be the acceptable or success from A? Can it be? Can I write it as 0.9? Am I clear till here?
Yes, success of A, right?
Right.
Yes.
Second thing, if I write success related to B, what I am doing, it is failure related to B, that is 0.2. So what is success related to B? It is 1 minus 0.2, that is 0.8. Correct? And similarly, third, success related to related to C is 0.7. Right? Just guys, give me 1 minute. I'm facing some network trouble. Just give me a minute. Okay, okay, relax, guys, relax, guys. So, am I audible now?
Yeah, bro, you're audible.
Great. Okay. I don't know why I'm able to see so much of some impressions. Okay, I hope it's good. Okay, so let's continue with our further problem. So, are you all clear till this solution? Success given A and success given B, success given C.
It's
Yes.
not clear to me. P of S of.
Yes. So, is it clear? Failure given A, failure given B, failure given C.
Yeah, this is clear.
Perfect. So एक बात बताओ Atiksha, you are a owner of a company. You claim that 5% of the products from your side can go damaged. So what is the probability that it will not be damaged, or what is the chance that it will not be damaged? 95%.
Yeah, 95%.
Correct. So let's so take this as yourself and the the probability of your product if it is 0.1. So what is the success probability?
Okay, it's 0.9. Okay, this is how you.
Got it. So similarly for success for B and success for C is 0.8 and 0.7. Great. Chalo. Let's move forward, move ahead. So question number 1 is, what is the probability that the random chosen item from the production process is found to be directly acceptable? So we need to calculate for all the three parts that it is directly acceptable. So can we write this? Probability of acceptable. Acceptable. Can we write it? Probability of A into probability of success given A plus probability. Yesterday we solved this question. We did when we were learning the Bayes theorem. We did this probability of complete uh, success or failure, right? So can I solve it with this? So probability of A is basically 0.5 and my success probability is 0.9. So 0.9 plus 0.5 is 0.45 plus point B, second point is 0.3 into 0.8 is 0.24, and probability of 0.2 and 0.7 is 0.14. Can we get the answer of it? So yeah, we can get the answer of it. It's 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0.86, I guess. Kalpit, can you confirm me? Am I right? Or I should check the tutorial solution of it?
You are right, I guess. Let me just look
That
at
is
the
right. Yes.
sheet.
Yes,
9
we are going great.
Correct. 0.83, correct. You're correct.
Correct. Yeah. Actually, it's my mistake. It was 0.45. I understood it's 0.48. So the value will
It's
be
0.83.
0.83.
So it's P of A is 0.5, no?
Yeah. And P of success A is 0.9. So 0.9 into 0.5 is 0.4.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'll go fast because I guess we are giving much time in this calculations. So I guess first question is clear, right? First question is clear. So going on second question,
Right.
find the probability that a randomly chosen item from the production process turns out to be marginally acceptable. Okay. So now this is a perfect thing. So what we need to do, देखो, अभी we need to go with reverse engineering. देखो, I'll tell you why. See this case. There is a product A. Okay, you need to understand this flow. If it is acceptable or it is failure, right? So if it is acceptable, I can say that basically it has dropped here, है ना, वो तो हो चुका है acceptable. Okay, but it is a failure, then we go with marginal acceptance. If it is a failure basically, then we go for marginal acceptance, and if then it goes success, then we get a probability. If it goes failure, then we go here, right? So ये flow diagram आपको, is it clear to you, or should I explain it once again very quick?
Yeah,
Once
but
again, once again.
One second. Okay, great. So there is a company A whose product is either basically accepted or not. So if it is accepted, so it says that the probability of accepting is 0.5. Right? Correct? Am I right till here? Yes.
Yes, yes.
For the second part, for the failure part, if it fails, then I have two cases. Either I can then I'll do with marginal probability, right? In the question it is written that all the items. On the other hand, if the item fails on the control test, then they are further processed and thus 40, 50 and 60 turn out to be marginally accepted. That means 40% is marginally accepted. So 40% is marginally accepted, and after failure also it is, if it is like marginally rejected, then this is the case. So now is it clear to you all?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so perfect. So देखो what it is asked. So in the question it is asked that what is the probability that the chosen item is marginally accepted. मतलब you know what we need to find? We need to find for this case, right? Correct. So what we need to write it here? We need to write probability of marginally accepted for all, right? So what we will do, we will write probability of A into probability of failure into probability of, what we can say, basically marginal. Why am I doing this, or I should do it in reverse order? It will be more better understood to you. So basically सबसे पहले तो हम ये देखेंगे कि for A what is the marginal probability of acceptance, that is 0.4. So first of all I will write probability of M given it is A. Then I know that 40% कब आएगा, when it will be a failure. So what is the probability of failure? So I'll write probability of failure when it is A, and then I will write probability of A. And similarly I'll write it for all the three. Probability marginal when B, marginal failure for B, and marginal of B, basically B, plus probability of C, probability of failure when it is given it is C, into probability of C. So I'm sorry, I guess my pen lead is not working as expected. That's why थोड़ा सा issue आ रहा होगा आपको understand करने में. But that's why I'm going slow. So ये आपको clear है why did we multiply it by 3 times? अभी देखो, अभी तक हम ऊपर वाले क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ इन दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे, राइट? बट हमने इसको भी क्यों मल्टीप्लाई किया? क्योंकि इस बार फेलियर वाला चांस भी वी आर इंक्लूडिंग. Failure chance is also getting included because marginally accepted is condition when our product is failed in the first time. So we need to find for failed product also. Okay, what is the probability that it is failed here? So that's why we are taking 3 conditions, and now we can put the values. So what I'll put, 0.5 into 0.1 into 0.4. So 0.5 into 0.1 into 0.4 plus, can you tell me what we'll be getting? 0.3, 0.5 and 0.2. So 0.3 into 0.5 into what? Into 0.2. Okay. And the third case is 0.2 into 0.3 into 0.6. So if I evaluate it, if I get the final answer out of it, what will be the final answer? I will tell the final answer. It is 0.086. That is the right answer. Okay. So we calculated basically probability of total marginal acceptance. This is probability of total marginal acceptance. Is this clear to you all? Please at least give some indication that
Yes,
it is clear to you so that I can go further.
yes, yes.
Perfect.
Can you just
So
repeat
healthy, so
how you
complicated.
calculated the marginal on the statement?
Yeah, we
Yeah, yeah. The
calculated the marginal one because
first line,
see,
how you
first of
complete.
all, first of all, we will calculate the probability of A out of 3. A, B, and C. I'm calculating the probability of A. Then I'm calculating the probability of failure given that it is A. And then I'm finding the probability of marginal given it is a failure. So there are 3 cases involved. That's why I written probability of A, then probability of failure given A, then probability of marginal given that is failure from A. Got it?
0.5,
And you have
0.3,
repeated the
0.2.
same for the
Yeah,
ABC.
for all the for all this because
Okay.
ये तो सिर्फ A का निकला. We need to find for B and C. That's why we are adding it. So we'll get it. I know that it is a lengthy process, but what we can do in the quiz also we got a one lengthy question and we were not able to solve it in time. So this can't really help us.
यश वो 0.5 की जगह 0.4 नहीं होना चाहिए. I mean, यश सॉरी, हाँ,
Actually मैंने reverse order में
marginal of
लिखा है.
A.
मैंने reverse में लिखा है. Marginal of like probability
Okay,
of A is
okay.
0.5 then 0.1. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now let's go on to the third part. Let's go on to the third part. What it is saying. So third part is saying given that a randomly chosen item from the product process has failed in the quality control test, what is the conditional probability that it turns out to be marginally acceptable? Okay. So what it is saying for the third part कि भैया हमें तो पता चल गया है. We have accepted that it has failed, right? When it is it is failed in quality. Then what is the condition probability that it turns out to be marginal acceptance? Basically we need to find that although it has failed, then we need to find the probability of acceptance. So in this what we will do, where it is yes. So what we will do in the third case, we need to find probability of marginal probability given that it is a failure, right? So what I'll do is basically I'll go probability of M. यार ये बहुत अटक रहा है यार. Sorry. Okay, so here what I'll do is am I audible to you guys? I'm facing trouble here.
Yeah, No, you are audible.
Yes. I'm audible, right? So basically what I'll write here as probability of M into probability of F given M upon
Brother, you might want to plug in your laptop charger.
Is it so? Yeah, correct. Just give me a minute. That's why it's saying. Okay, cool. So I guess now things are like it is set up. So we can go with the question. So it's saying that we need to find the marginal acceptance given that it is a failure, right? So what will be the formula here? It will be probability of m into probability of f given m upon probability of failure. So what will deduce it? So we have the probability of m. We did find it right now, right? Probability of marginal acceptance. So what it is? 0.068 into probability of f given that it is from marginal. So do we have it or not? Let's check it. So yes. So tell me one thing over here. एक बात बताओ आप मुझे कि if it is marginal, right? एक बार सोच के देखना. Think with me. If it is a marginal, then don't you think that it is failed? Because if it is not failed, then how will it fall into marginal category? If you check this graph, if it is failed, then it is pretty sure that it has been lied into the marginal probability, that it has been lied into the failure category, right? So what we can say, a failure given marginal, can we say it as one or not? Tell me one thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I mean,
यश ये
even
एक्सप्रेशन थोड़ा एक बार वापस समझाओ, आप कैसे लेके आए एक्सप्रेशन?
कौन सा? ये वाला
ये
पूरा?
वाला, हाँ हाँ पूरा पूरा.
मैं एक बार वापस लिख देता हूँ, ठीक है, यहाँ पे अच्छे से. बेसिकली प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ m गिवन f, यही निकालना है हमें. सो बेसिकली
ये
व्हाट
M और F क्या है?
yeah, basically m is marginal acceptance and f is failure. So if you see the question here, what it is given, it is saying that given that a randomly chosen item from the production has failed, that means it is given that it is failed, what is the conditional probability that it comes to be marginal acceptance? That
तो
means
ये तो हमें डायरेक्टली नहीं दिया हुआ क्या ये फील्ड का?
like, no,
40%, 50%, 60%
actually
क्वेश्चन
it
में?
is no, it's not given directly.
ओके, तो जो दिया हुआ है वो क्या
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, it is given, but it is given with respect to a particular entity. It is given with respect to A. It is given with respect to B. It is given with respect to C. But we need to find a
ओके,
cumulative. So that's why we are
हमें
doing.
ओवरऑल निकालना है.
Overall निकालना है. Correct.
ओके
Okay. So basically, what we are doing is probability of A into
तो हम
probability
इसको
of.
ऐड नहीं कर लेंगे तीनों को?
नहीं, ऐड नहीं करेंगे हम इसको, बिकॉज दिस विल, बिकॉज देखो आप एक चीज को समझो कि दिस थ्री आर इंडिपेंडेंट आइडेंटिटीज. आप इसको ऐड करोगे तो एक सिनेरियो है, बट यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ पे डिपेंडेबिलिटी है, रिवर्स डिपेंडेबिलिटी है. आप अगर डायरेक्ट तीनों केसेस को एंड को ऐड कर दोगे तो इट वोंट एंड अप इनटू अ सॉल्यूशन, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई
ऐड करेंगे तो 1 आ जाएगा रिजल्ट.
या करेक्ट
नहीं आएगा.
रिजल्ट एक बार मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ.
नहीं आएगा.
1 तो नहीं आएगा इस केस में,
1.5 हो जाएगा.
नहीं, 1 से भी ज्यादा हो जाएगा.
1.5 हो जाएगा, 0.15 हो जाएगा. But we are not going into directly adding this type of solution. Reason being very simple, because here the final marginal probability depends on A also, right? That's why हम इसको इससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, देन सेकंड वाले की मार्जिनल प्रोबेबिलिटी को B से करेंगे. अब एक बात समझिए ना, ये अभी देखिए तीनों एक दूसरे एक ही डोमेन में लाई नहीं कर रहे. यहाँ पे हर एक की मार्जिनल प्रोबेबिलिटी इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन दी प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ दैट इवेंट हैपनिंग. दैट्स व्हाई वी विल नॉट डायरेक्टली गो विद एडिंग. इज माय पॉइंट मेकिंग सेंस टू यू?
Yeah, it makes sense.
You are correct.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, please tell me.
Am I audible? So I wrote something, was like trying to confirm if it is a failure, then it is 100% like sure that it is marginal, and if it is marginal, it is still not 100% sure that it is failed, right?
No,
Or-
you just
okay.
told it reverse. If it is a marginal, then definitely it is a failure, because if it is failed, then only we go for marginal. And if
Oh.
it is a failure, then it may be a marginal and it may not be a marginal. Okay.
Okay. So it's the other way around.
Yeah. So again, let's concentrate on this, because this is kind of very not that easy to grasp question. We need to put many logics here. That's why it is going. But ये question हो जाने के बाद you will get open to many different scenarios. That's why I'm giving very much pressure on it. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is probability of failure ko we cannot directly add, because it has a dependency with its parent, that is A or failure. So we cannot directly add all the three quantities and get the final answer. So what instead what we have to do, I'll go with the formula. जो अपन ने पढ़ा है वही करेंगे. We'll not go anything extra apart from it and we'll get the answer. तो अभी तक हमने क्या पढ़ा है? Probability of M given A is probability of M into probability of F given M, right? Upon probability of total, right? Correct? यही किया है हमने. अभी total क्या होगा? Total is basically here total failure. Total is total failure here. So probability of मतलब अपना total failure हम कैसे निकालेंगे यहाँ पे guys? तो हम क्या करेंगे? Failure given A, failure given B, failure given C. So basically this into this plus this into this plus this into this. यार किसी भी स्टेप पे नहीं समझ में आया ना, प्लीज बता दीजिएगा मुझे, तो हम उसको वापस एक बार अच्छे से शुरू से समझेंगे. आई एम नॉट इन हरी ऑफ दिस बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, जहाँ सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स का शायद आ सकता है ये एग्जाम में. सो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए इनटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फेलियर गिवन ए. यही प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ टोटल फेलियर होगा, राइट? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए इनटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फेलियर गिवन ए प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी into probability of failure given B plus probability of C into probability of failure given C. ये लाइन समझ में आई सबको? ये लाइन शायद आई एम रिपीटिंग इट फॉर द 10th or 15th टाइम. इन ऑल द क्वेश्चन वी हैव डन दिस ओनली, राइट? यही किया हुआ है फॉर टोटल. So I'll add it up, and after adding it up, I'll definitely directly give you the answer. So what it will be? It will be 0.5 into 0.1 is 0.05, 0.3 into 0.2 is 0.06, and it is again 0.06. So 0.06 plus 0.06, 0.12 plus 0.5, it's 0.17. So my final answer will be 0.17, 0.17. Am I right here? यहाँ पे किसी को डाउट है? How right did I get this 0.17?
All clear.
All clear. Okay, great. So ये हमारा निकल चुका है. Now we just want to find what is this marginal p. So marginal p we got it 0.08 and we got this as 1, right? Why we got it 1 वापस बताता हूँ. It is asked that probability of failure given it is marginal, right? Right? If I am not wrong. So ये basically marginal होगा, इसका मतलब ही है ना कि ये failure है. That's why it is probability is 1. So when I substitute the value to it, it is 0.086 into 1 upon 0.17. So ये हो जाएगा हमारा 0.505. यार ये शायद मेरी इसकी बैटरी खराब हो गई है, क्या हो गया, I do not know. That's why it is going very abrupt. But again, I'm slowly speaking, so you might get understood by that. So are you clear how did we get with third question?
ये 0.86 वाला एक बार वापस बताओ प्लीज.
ये 0.86 यहाँ से आया ना, यहाँ से हमारा.
अच्छा,
ये तो निकाला हमने अभी थर्ड,
हम्म.
राइट? वही पुट किया. इसलिए मैंने बोला कि सारे पार्ट एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है, इसलिए we need to go step by step.
And what is that, like P of M, like can you scroll up?
Yeah, see,
That
basically
is marginal
I'll tell you
given that it is acceptable, like
sorry,
like here what you have written at the start of the page, marginal. No.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, probability of marginal acceptance for all the cases A, B and C. Total
Okay.
marginal acceptance, I can say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. So basically that's only where we'll be using, because this case, this will be total marginal probability, total marginal acceptance probability only. So are we clear with the question number 3? Can you guys give me like indication in any way so that I can be sure?
Yeah.
Yes. One more question. Can you go up
Yes,
a
Sandeep.
little bit?
Yes.
So I want this. No. Go down a little bit. Yeah. Just yeah. तो यहाँ पे जो पी एम गिवन एफ जो है, वहाँ पे पी एम इंटू पी एफ बाई एम, राइट? ये जो ये मतलब कैसे आ रहा है
यार? ये कल हमने डिस्कस किया था.
पीटी तो मैंने समझा, टोटल कैसे निकाला?
Yeah, actually this is a formula that I
Yeah, actually, I did
that's
not
why I gave you
understand.
the theory on day one. Actually, this is a formula of basically finding the probability of m given f. It is probability of m into probability of f given that it is m is occurred upon probability of total. So total respect to f. So total of all the failures or total of the marginal that will decide नीचे क्या है. Okay, got it, Sandeep?
Okay. मैं ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये जो PM इंटू PF पाई M जो आप कर रहे हो, इससे क्या निकल रहा है? आई मीन यहाँ पे
ओके
हम लोग क्या
संदीप,
निकाल रहे हैं?
व्हाट आई डू, मैं आपको एक
जस्ट मैं
क्लास के
वो
बाद
जानना
बता
चाह रहा
दूंगा क्योंकि ये एक्चुअली मैं कल डिस्कस कर लिया था. लेट मी मूव फॉरवर्ड. आई कैन टॉक टू यू ऑन कॉल एंड आई कैन मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज अगेन वो मैं पूरा समझाऊंगा तो इट विल टेक मोर टाइम ऑफ द क्लास. विल इट बी ओके गाइस?
हूँ. ओके, नो इशू. यू कैन
ओके,
गो अहेड.
चलेगा
गो
चलेगा.
अहेड.
So I hope this C part has been done and we are happily on the verge to start with the D part. So D part is given that a randomly chosen item from the production process has turned out to be marginally acceptable. Okay, great. What is the probability that it was produced by machine A? Got it. So again, the same logic. So now we need to find probability of A given that it is marginally accepted, right? यही निकालना है. So what we
P
need to
of A M. P of
probability
A given M.
A given that it is marginally accepted. वही देखो same A की only one formula we are using every time. Probability of A. Guys, come on, recite with me. This formula is very important in all the question. Probability of M given A upon probability of
M.
M total. I can write total marginal probability basically, right? So what is probability of A? Let me scroll up again. बहुत ज़्यादा scroll हो गया है. What is probability of 0.5,
0.5.
right? So probability of A is 0.5. And what is probability of M given A? So M given A को हम divide करेंगे. देखो एक बात, let's deep dive this thing. M given A. So basically M given is split into two parts. First is probability of M given it is a failure and probability of failure given it is A. Right? सही है? M given A को हम directly नहीं निकाल सकते. आप इस ग्राफ को देखेंगे. So first of all, we need to find that probability of M given this is failure and then failure when it is A. When we multiply these two terms, we will get probability of basically M marginal acceptance given that it is A. So that's why I need to multiply these two values to get the final answer. And what we have it with us. Don't worry. So we have this probability of M given it is failure and probability of failure given it is A. So what we need to multiply 0.4 into 0.1, that is 0.04. थोड़ा सा ध्यान से प्लीज गाइस बी विथ मी बिकॉज बहुत छोटी छोटी वैल्यूज है जो मैं लिख रहा हूँ. यू कैन fall into trap in any of the case. That's why. Okay, and what is the total marginal probability we calculated? It is 0.086, right? So we write it 0.086. So what is the answer for it? I'll write it 0.02. I hope this is matching with the tutorial sheet answer also. If not, let me check it. Yes, 0.2. Sorry, I'm not completed it. Yeah, 0.02 by 0.8 is this basically 0.233. Okay, ये क्लियर है आप लोगों को? ये क्लियर है डी वाला पार्ट? Okay, let's understand this once again very quick. ये फॉर्मूला क्लियर है सबको? Yes या no? Only binary answer. This formula is clear to all?
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
probability of A is known.
Yes.
Correct. Probability of total marginal probability is known. 0.086 we calculated it here. It is known.
पर ये 0.04 जो है एक बार please.
Yes, definitely. देखो, again, let me draw here. Basically, there will be a product A that will fail, and then that will be marginally acceptable, right? यही होगा. So there will be two conditions. First condition will be it is marginally accepted when it is failure, and it is failure when it is A. यही दो condition होगी. This condition and this condition, right? Now if I need to find it is marginal acceptance when it is A, we need to multiply these two terms. Correct? Correct? Like, is it clear to you?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
clear.
and correct. So we have these values. Marginal given f, we have these values. Check it. Marginal given f for a, we have 0.4, and failure with respect to a, we have 0.1. So 0.4 into 0.1 is 0.04. Got it? Got this value?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Everyone, clear to all?
Yes, got it. Yes, thank
चलो
you.
ग्रेट. बस लास्ट क्वेश्चन और एक बार, फिर हम इस क्वेश्चन से तो आजाद हो जाएंगे एटलीस्ट. चलो अब लास्ट वाला है. Given that a randomly chosen item was not produced by machine B, what is the conditional probability that it turns out to be a marginally acceptable? भैया ये वाला थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री है. कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री मतलब it is asking that it is not produced by B, what is the conditional probability that it turns out to be marginally accepted? So जो लिखा है वही I will write. I'll write it is marginally accepted given that it is not of B, right? Because it is not produced by B. So I'll write it here. What I'll write, I need to find probability of marginal acceptance given it is B complement, right? ये सही है? ये समझ में आ रहा है सबको?
Right.
Right? Okay, great. So we know probability of B. We know probability of B. What is probability of B? It is given into the question. It is given, probability of B is given 0.3.
0.3.
In the question only, 30% it is given. So what is probability of not B? B होने की probability 0.3 है, तो not होने की probability क्या हो जाएगी? 0.7.
0.7.
Correct? Right. So we need to find probability of M given B complement, right? So basically what we need to find probability of M into probability of B complement given M upon probability of total, like what we can say, probability of B complement of total. So this is kind of tough approach to solve for this case. So what we will do in reverse of it, we will go with approach that probability of M given B complement is equal to probability of M intersection B complement upon probability of B complement. ये अपन ने एक और फॉर्मूला कल मैंने आपको पढ़ाया था, दो फॉर्मूले पढ़ाए थे to find the condition for conditional probability. So conditional probability A given B says probability of A intersection B upon probability of B, right? ये वाला फॉर्मूला आप लोगों को क्लियर है क्या? पहले ये बताइए, फिर अपन इससे आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yes.
Yes, clear है.
Yes, clear है. Okay, so now अभी हम देखो, अभी हमें पता है कि हमारा A, देखो हमें सबसे पहले एक चीज निकालिए, हमें निकालनी प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A गिवन A इंटरसेक्शन M, मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस, प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम A and it is marginally accepted. We need to calculate it for both. So right, what it will be? It will be 0.02. Why it will be 0.02? I'll go up and tell you. ये देखो यहाँ पे जाओ, ये right. So what we need to find? We need to find probability of A and it is marginally accepted. So in this graph, we when we calculate, so we'll calculate it by we'll calculate by this. Basically, it says that यहाँ पे जाके देखेंगे तो अपन कैसे इसको कैसे अपन डिकोड करके लिखेंगे. So we'll write probability of M given it is F into probability of F given A into probability of A. कैसे लिखेंगे? I know I'm going with formula for this, but it's really hard to make you understand why we are doing this. Okay guys, let's do one thing. For the E part, I actually need to confirm with sir actually how will the logic go, because it is complemented, it is something beyond my head also. So if it is okay, then can I go on the next question? Please apologize for this particular question.
Yeah, yes, no problem.
Thank you. Okay, So I guess we can go on the 12th question. Actually, I'm also not 100% sure with how the approach was for the E part, and I also followed the tutorial like solution. But again, there are some loopholes that I'm not sure. So it's better not to teach you wrong, right? So that's why I'm skipping it for now. But I'll definitely give you the solution of it, 100% sure. Okay, so next question, what it says, next question is relatively easy, and you will get again in zone of the solving the questions. So I'll copy it and paste it there. Yes. Okay, so it says a bag contains one marble which is either green or either blue with equal probabilities. Now check here what I'm writing. This is relatively easy, guys. अगर आप थोड़ा सा वापस, if you come into that tone of solving the question, you will find it very easy to understand, right? So it says a bag contains one marble which can either be a green or blue. So basically, a probability that that particular marble will be green. What it is, I will write it as a small green. What it is 0.5. And what is the probability that it is a blue? Again, it is 0.5 because it is told that with equal probability, right? अभी what is told that a green marble is put into the bag. अभी क्या था देखो, see here, there was one marble, it was either green either blue, right? Now what has happened, a green marble is put, conditionally we have put a green marble, right? अभी हमने green marble डाल दिया है, and then we are picking one ball, right? We are picking one ball. तो अभी अपने पास कितनी balls है? We have two balls. So one is green for sure, other may be green, may be blue. So it's asked that the marble taken out is green. What is the probability that the remaining marble is also green? That means that after I put these two balls, if I pick a ball and definitely it is green, capital G I am writing for 100% green probability. So what it is saying, अभी सोच के देखो गाइस, ठीक है? अगर ये दोनों, अगर ये if this ball was green, so there are two green balls, right? So probability of drawing a green ball from two green ball, what it will be? Will be 1. Correct? Correct?
पॉइंट फाइव नहीं हो जाएगा?
नहीं, 0.5 नहीं होगा. देखो आप एक बार और सोचो. If the previous ball was green and the new ball that we inserted, that is 100% green, तो there are two green balls. अभी दो green ball में से एक green ball निकालने की probability तो 100% ही होगी ना, because there is no other ball other than green, right?
Repeat once again.
Yeah, I'll repeat once again. Okay, take this example. I'm taking two cases here. Okay, I'm taking two cases. Let's take this ball if would had been a green, and let's take if this ball was blue with 50% probability. Now I introduce one more green ball intentionally. It is written that it is a green ball, right? It is written that the marble, a green ball is put into the bag. It is given, and here also I put a green ball. अभी एक बात बताओ, from this case, what is the probability of drawing a ball that is green?
100%.
100%.
One.
Can we write it 1? Perfect. Now probability of drawing a green ball given, like if given that the previous ball was blue, so क्या होगा? अभी आप देखो, अभी इस केस में एक green है एक blue है. If I what is the probability of drawing a green ball? It is again 0.5 only.
0.5.
Correct. Now see what is asked. It is asked the marble is taken out is green. So it is told that the marble that I picked was green. What is the probability that the remaining ball was also green? So basically, I need to find the probability of G given capital G. That I know that my new ball, capital G is new ball, right? I know that the new ball that I took is green. I just need to find the probability कि पुरानी ball भी green होगी. So what it is, again, I'll put the same formula, nothing else. That's why I conditionally made you understand that base theorem. So what it will be? It will be probability of small g into probability of g greater than g upon probability of total, right? So probability of small g is 0.5, probability of new ball given green, this is 1. So the upper quantity will be 0.5, right? And the below quantity, what it will be? It will be 0.5 into 0.1 is 0.5 plus 0.5 into 0.5 is 0.25. So what will be the final answer? It will be 0.5 upon 0.75, right? So it will be 50 by 75. 25 2s are 50, 25 3s are 75. So it will be 2 by 3. Is it clear?
Yes, once again.
It's clear, but ये expression
How
वापस
you
बताओ
how
कैसे
you
लिखा आपने?
calculated PG by G equal to 1?
What I calculated? Can you repeat
What
once
I'm
again?
asking is how you calculate. यश मैं ये पूछ रहा था जो PG by G है वो 1 कैसे आ रहा है? I mean how it is
जी
coming
भाई
1?
जी भाई, मैं वही तो आपको बताया अभी। देखिए आप ये वाला क्वेश्चन देखिए, एक बॉल पहले से ही है, देयर इज वन बॉल guys. Okay, let me ask one question to you all. Is there anyone who is uncomfortable in Hindi? Is there anyone? Please tell me.
No.
If no one is uncomfortable with Hindi, I'll switch to Hindi.
हाँ हाँ आप स्विच करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
ग्रेट, ओके। तो देखिए हमारे पास एक कंटेनर के अंदर एक बॉल है। संदीप एक इमेजिन कीजिए, ठीक है, आपके पास एक बॉक्स है जिसके अंदर एक बॉल है। अभी आपको बोला गया है कि वो ब्लू भी हो सकती है, ग्रीन भी हो सकती है, और दोनों की प्रोबेबिलिटी इक्वल देके रखी 0.5, ठीक है। अब आपके वही बॉक्स में एक और ग्रीन बॉल मैंने डाली, करेक्ट। तो एक बात बताओ, अगर वो बॉल ग्रीन होती पहले वाली, राइट, और आपने एक और ग्रीन बॉल डाल दी उसके अंदर, तो अभी आपके पास कितनी दो ग्रीन बॉल्स हो गई?
तो प्रोबेबिलिटी 1 होती।
तो दो ग्रीन बॉल में से एक ग्रीन बॉल निकालने की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या हो गई? 1, करेक्ट है?
1 है,
करेक्ट। अब सपोज करो आपकी वाली
Correct.
बॉल ग्रीन नहीं थी, ब्लू थी,
तो
right?
बेसिकली ये
All
डिनोट
your
क्या कर रहा है?
हाँ
हाँ तो
ओके,
तो वो हाफ होगी।
हाँ वो हाफ होगी। क्यों होगी? क्योंकि आपकी पहले वाली ब्लू थी, आपने न्यू ग्रीन डाली, तो देयर इज अ ग्रीन बॉल एंड अ ब्लू बॉल। तो ग्रीन और ब्लू दोनों है 50-50% प्रोबेबिलिटी पे। तो बेसिकली ड्राइंग अ ग्रीन बॉल आउट ऑफ टू बॉल्स इज 0.5। इसलिए आई रोट green, probability of second ball being green when first is blue, it is 0.5. Probability of second ball being green when first ball was green is 0.1. And then we find out that if the ball that we draw was green,
Okay.
what will be the probability that the other ball will also be green? So that's why we put the formula. देखो आप ये नोटिस करो, आप बहुत बहुत इजी सी चीज बता रहा हूँ, ये हर बार ये चीज कांस्टेंट ही है। आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनी मच चेंज इन एनीथिंग, राइट? ये हर बार सेम ही आ रहा है। हम यही फॉर्मूला यूज कर रहे हैं फॉर ऑल द क्वेश्चंस, किसी भी क्वेश्चन में हमने इससे अलग नहीं गए, राइट? तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है। इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, आपके बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर हो जाएंगे बेस थ्योरम के। ओके, तो 12th क्वेश्चन क्लियर है आप लोगों का?
करेक्ट, गॉट इट।
यस इसमें टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालने के लिए क्या किया एग्जैक्टली? लाइक
हमने टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी का फॉर्मूला, ठीक है मैं एक बार और बता देता हूँ आप लोगों को। बेसिकली टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होता है? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए इनटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी गिवन ए। देखो ये यहाँ पे भी लिख देता हूँ। तो बेसिकली प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए इनटू प्रोबेबिलिटी इफ देयर इज सम कंडीशन सी, सो कंडीशन गिवन ए प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ बी into probability of that condition given it is from B, right? ये होता है अपना टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी। गॉट इट?
ओके ठीक है, जैसे जैसे केस बढ़ते रहेंगे वो एडिशन होता रहेगा।
करेक्ट। जैसे जैसे केस बढ़ेंगे अपना एडिशन बढ़ता रहेगा। गॉट इट?
ठीक है, फाइन, थैंक यू।
ओके, लेट्स गो ऑन 13th क्वेश्चन। आई एम सॉरी गाइस, इट्स गेटिंग डिलेड। आई विल ट्राई कि कल से हम 10 बजे ही शुरू कर दें, तो ताकि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सॉल्व कर पाएँ क्वेश्चंस। बट ठीक है, मैं इसको फटाफट करवा देता हूँ आपको अगेन। कॉपी एंड पेस्ट। चलो इस क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं, सब मिलके करेंगे तो जल्दी हो जाएगा। ठीक है। So what 13th question is saying, it's saying a diagnosis test for a certain disease is 95% accurate. Suppose that only 1% of the population has disease in question. A person is chosen at random from the population and the test indicates that the person has a disease. What is the conditional probability that he or she have a disease? सिंपल सी बात है, ठीक है। चलो इसको अपन समझते हैं। तो कैसे इसको समझेंगे हम? एक अपना ये एक टेस्ट है जो कि 95% मतलब 0.95% ऑफ द टाइम इट इज एक्यूरेट एंड 0.5% ऑफ द टाइम इट इज नॉट एक्यूरेट. ओके, तो कौन गया मेरा क्वेश्चन, ये रहा. सो अभी अपने को क्या पूछा है कि 1% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन हैज अ डिसीज. 1% को डिसीज है, राइट. तो वो 1% पॉपुलेशन है जिसको डिसीज है, 99% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन डज नॉट हैव द डिसीज. सो व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इज कि अगर मैंने प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ टेस्ट गिवन डी, तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू इज कि अगर मैंने टेस्ट निकाला, राइट, अगर मैंने इसका टेस्ट निकाला एंड ये डिसीज पाया गया, राइट, सो व्हाट इट इज 0.95, यही बोल रहा है ये. इसको मैं ऐसे डिड्यूस कर सकता हूँ. What I did a test on it and it turned out to be a disease. So अपना टेस्ट एक्यूरेसी 95% है. और अगर मैंने टेस्ट किया और वो ट्रूथ आया बट मेरा परसेंट डिसीज नहीं था, तो वो हो जाएगा 0.05 हो जाएगा. It is asked to us that what is the conditional probability that he or she has a disease. तो has a disease का क्या मतलब है? We need to find that has a disease given that test is done. So what formula will apply? Will apply probability of D into probability of t given D into probability of total. Again वही formula. ठीक है, ये आपको अगर लगे तो मैं एक बार और आपको ये चीज समझा सकता हूँ. If you say then I guess अगर आपको शायद समझ में नहीं आया होगा. So what I am doing here is यहाँ पे बोला गया है कि एक डायग्नोसिस है जिसका 95% एक्यूरेसी है, राइट. मतलब अगर मैं टेस्ट करवाऊंगा तो मेरा 95% टाइम्स मेरे को वो एक्यूरेट रिजल्ट देगा. बट अगर मैंने टेस्ट करवाया और अगर उसने मतलब अगर मुझे बोला कि मैं पॉजिटिव नहीं हूँ, तो वो 0.5%, क्योंकि मैं मतलब आप फॉल्स पॉजिटिव ट्रू नेगेटिव को समझते हो ना, वो वाला केस है यहाँ पे कि एक एक्चुअली में जो 1% डिसीज पर्सन है, अगर वो टेस्ट कराने गया और अगर उसका टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आया, मतलब वो 95% कैटेगरी में लाई कर रहा है, और अगर उसको डिसीज होने के बावजूद उसको बोल दिया कि भाई आपका टेस्ट नेगेटिव है, सो वो 5% में फ्लाई करेगा. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव रिटन. द प्रोबेबिलिटी if I do a test of a deceased person and it is success, then it is 0.95. And if I probability of T given that the person is not डिफेक्टिव, मतलब पर्सन बीमार नहीं था फिर भी उसका टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आ गया, दैट इज 0.05. तो वही मेरे को चेक करना है कि व्हाट इज द कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट ही और शी डज हैव अ डिसीज, मतलब डिसीज है एंड उसका टेस्ट भी पॉजिटिव आया. तो उसके लिए ये फॉर्मूला मैं यूज करूंगा, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ डी इंटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ टी गिवन डी इंटू ये. अभी बताओ व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट अ पर्सन हैज अ डिसीज? 1% है, करेक्ट. सो कैन वी राइट इट एट 0.01 into what is the probability that वो पर्सन को डिसीज है एंड उसका टेस्ट भी पॉजिटिव आया? 95%, करेक्ट. एंड व्हाट इज द टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी? तो हम क्या करेंगे, 0.01 into 0.95 प्लस 0.99 into 0.05. ये इस फॉर्मूले में किसी को डाउट है या कॉन्सेप्ट में किसी को डाउट है या अंडरस्टैंडिंग का कुछ एक गैप आ रहा है, तो यू कैन टेल मी, आई कैन लाइक एक्सप्लेन यू अगेन. मैं आपको एक बार और समझा सकता हूँ.
No, yes, thank you.
क्लियर है सब लोगों को? ओके, आई एम अज्यूमिंग आप सबको क्लियर है, बिकॉज इफ नहीं होगा तो आप पूछ ही लोगे डाउट मुझसे. सो इफ आई कैलकुलेट दिस क्वेश्चन फर्दर, सो आई विल गेट द आंसर. मैं कैलकुलेशन में नहीं जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन डू इट डेफिनेटली, बट आई एम प्रीटी श्योर यही आंसर आएगा 0.16 एंड दैट इज द फाइनल आंसर. लेट्स गो इट अगेन, एक बार फटाक से वापस कर देता हूँ. वो हमारे पास, हमें पता है कि एक पर्सन के डिसीज होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ डिसीज is 1% and probability of not a disease is 99%. अभी डिसीज है एंड टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आया, मतलब 95% में लाई कर रहा है, राइट. मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ डिसीज है और टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आया, ये टी का मतलब है पॉजिटिव एक्यूरेसी. ये टी को अपन एक्यूरेसी समझ लेते हैं, ठीक है. तो टेस्ट है और पॉजिटिव आया तो 0.95 होगा. इन द अदर हैंड टेस्ट नहीं, मतलब डिसीज नहीं है फिर भी पॉजिटिव दे दिया, मतलब इसने फॉल्स पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट दे दिया, जो कि उसने बोल के रखा है कि ये होगा फेलियर वाले केस में ना 5% में, इसलिए मैंने लिखा है प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ टी गिवन इट इज नॉट अ डिसीज इज 0.5। तो बस मुझे निकालना है कि इफ a test is positive, what is the probability, if a test is positive, what is the probability the person is actually a deceased person? So probability of D, that is the probability of deceased person, is 0.01 1%. Probability of T given D is 0.95 and probability of total is total D into T given D, T given D and into probability of not of D into probability of T given not of D। ये अगर मैं सॉल्व करूंगा तो मेरा 0.16 आ जाएगा। ठीक है, क्लियर है सब लोगों को ये क्वेश्चन? मैं आगे बढ़ जाऊं?
Yes, go ahead.
थैंक यू। आई नो आज का क्लास थोड़ा सा मतलब एकदम स्मूथ ट्रैक पे नहीं जा रहा, बिकॉज आई नो दिस क्वेश्चन आर नॉट दैट इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड, इसलिए ही हम बार बार इन क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व कर रहे हैं। तो आई एम फाइंडिंग अ गुड सॉल्यूशन जिससे आपको समझ में आए। हम देखते हैं अभी कितना आपको मतलब आ पाता है, कितना नहीं आ पाता है, मुझे भी नहीं पता, क्योंकि ये तो चलिए ठीक है। सो द क्वेश्चन इज
But it's already 11:46 यार।
okay, it's 11:46, yes you are right, it's 11:46।
Yeah,
हाँ it's like 14 15
he
16
was
16 है।
about to
कल 4 क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं, मतलब आज करेंगे तो फिर कल
ओके,
से
ये चार क्वेश्चन आप लोग सॉल्व कीजिए।
हाँ
ओके,
ऐसे कर
आई
लेते हैं
अंडरस्टैंड योर पॉइंट,
हाँ,
है ना? आप ये सॉल्व कीजिए, है ना?
बिल्कुल।
होगा क्या कि जब आप सॉल्व कर लेंगे ना, तो आपके जो पर्टिकुलर डाउट होंगे वो मैं आपसे पूछ लूंगा। ठीक है, मैं पोल डाल दूंगा बेसिकली, क्वेश्चन 14 में किसको डाउट है, 15 में किसको डाउट है, जिसको होगा वो पोल में यस कर देना, हम उस क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस कर लेंगे। विल इट बी ओके?
हाँ डन।
ये बेटर रहेगा, राइट?
डन।
बस यही वाले जो शीट है ना, ये बहुत लेंथी है, क्योंकि ये इज नॉट, हर कॉन्सेप्ट इसका यूनिक है, इसमें कोई सिमिलर पैटर्न नहीं है। अभी जब नेक्स्ट शीट हम करेंगे ना, तो उसमें हमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन आ जाएंगे। तो वी नो 5 क्वेश्चन में बाइनोमियल लग रहा है, अगले 5 में पॉइसन लग रहा है, अगले 4 में ज्योमेट्रिक लग रहा है, तो वो एक पैटर्न पे फटाफट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होते जाएंगे। तो शीट 2, शीट 3, शीट 4 वो इसी पैटर्न में जाएगी। ये वाली शीट इज फॉर मी द टफेस्ट शीट दैट आई हैव गॉट इनटू द ऑल द मैथमेटिक्स, so that's why I gave it a lot of time, but from the next time कल से बहुत इजी से हो जाएगा। ठीक है,
थैंक यू सो मच।
क्या सॉरी गाइस, आज थोड़ा सा आप लोगों को प्रॉब्लम हुआ होगा समझने में। मेरे लिए खुद के लिए काफी टफ हो रहा था कि मैं आपको कैसे वो चीज आपके दिमाग में फीड करूं। तो जितना आपको आया समझ में नहीं आया तो आप लोग मेरे को डायरेक्ट मैसेज कर देना, आई कैन हेल्प यू, डोंट वरी।
It was good, bye.
Thank you, Yash. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you।
Yes, I have a question for you. So this is general, I mean others can drop off if they want. So actually यार मैंने ना ये जो एडिशनल क्लासेस हो रही हैं तो वो मैं मतलब कोई भी अटेंड नहीं कर पाया, क्योंकि ऑफ कोर्स मेरा ऑफिस होता है उस टाइम।
एडिशन कौन सी? ये जो एड ऑन क्लासेस होती
एडिशनल क्लासेस लाइक जो वीकडेज में
हाँ
होती है।
हाँ।
मैं बस ये पूछना चाहता था उसमें कुछ मतलब कुछ लाइक प्रोडक्टिव हुआ, लाइक जो वीकेंड क्लासेस पे सिखा रहे हैं।
यार देखो, वो है ना पर्सपेक्टिव आंसर है इसका, राइट? लाइक पर्सन ऑफ लाइक मी जिसको नहीं आता MySQL, या एक कोई पर्सन इसको MySQL नहीं आता, तो उसके लिए 100% प्रोडक्टिव है, क्योंकि वो इंडस्ट्री लेवल पे पढ़ा रहा है। वो बंदा बता रहा है कि आप किसी SQL का टर्म कैसे बना सकते हो, आप किसी SQL को कैसे यूज कर सकते हो, ट्रिगर्स को। तो फॉर अ पर्सन लाइक मी हु इज न्यू टू दिस मार्केट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। अगर आपको पहले से ही ये चीज आती है, जैसे जब उन्होंने ये चीज पढ़ाई थी कि जॉइंट्स क्या होते हैं, ये क्वेरीज क्या चलती है, तो वो मुझे अच्छे से आता था, तो वो मेरे लिए ज्यादा रिलेटेबल नहीं थी, मुझे इजीली समझ में आ रही थी। तो इट्स अगेन पर्सपेक्टिव बेस। अगर आपको पाइथन अच्छे से आता है तो इट इज ऑफ नो यूज, नहीं आता है तो इट इज ऑफ बेस्ट यूज, दैट इज द थिंग।
ओके गॉट इट। तो मतलब यही कवर हुआ था ये जो
ऐड ऑन ऑफ समथिंग, इट इज नॉट समथिंग कि ये चीज मैंडेटरी, आप ये चीज कभी भी पढ़ सकते हो। आशुतोष इतना अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं पाइथन की, आई डोंट नॉट थिंक कि सिमरन की जरूरत भी पड़ेगी हमें अगर वो पढ़ा रहे हैं ऐसे। तो दैट इज अगेन अ पर्सपेक्टिव।
यस
जरूरत पड़ेगी।
एंड अब तो पोटैटो आ गया उनके पास, तो अब तो वो धूम मचा देंगे।
यस नया
And
laptop.
by the way, Ashutosh, like,
Yeah.
are you taking classes these days? I mean, what time are you taking?
Well, I'm trying to set up my laptop still. Like,
So actually, he got a new laptop, so he'll be charging us from now to complete his laptop amount.
no. It is like it was mostly on cash.
So वो अपने से कैश लेंगे. I hope you understand this.
हाँ, ब्लैक मनी
Fees
थोड़ा
देना
सा
पड़ेगा.
टैक्स देना पड़ता है ना. खैर,
So guys,
बाय
आप
द वे
क्वेश्चन
आज
सॉल्व
नहीं
करते
है
रहो.
क्लास.
हाँ, आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते रहो. सब लोगों को डाउट आए तो पूछते रहो. आप पूछते हो तो मेरे भी आधे से ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस के आंसर सॉल्व हो जाते हैं. तो इट्स बेस्ट आप पूछते रहो और मैं बताते जाऊंगा. ठीक है, कीप डूइंग गाइस. बाय बाय.
Okay, thanks, Yash.
Okay, bye
Thanks,
bye.
everyone.
Thanks, guys.